Hello. Welcome to, I'm doing something fun. I feel like maybe I dissed this in the past, doing soulmate readings. It wasn't my intention, I just meant people do it a lot. But I've realized why people do it a lot, and that's because they're fun. I love trying to figure out someone's story through the cards. It's like a little mystery, a little adventure, and it's fun to try and get the thoughts of these people who could potentially be your soulmate. And on top of that, I get to use I get to use my, oh gosh, I like using like song lyrics as extra channeled messages, as well as I have some like romantic channel messages that I've made myself, that I will also use, as well as letters, numbers, zodiac signs, and little doodles. This is all in one mixture here, that might come through and have some kind of meaning towards your soulmate. Because I was going to do something more serious, like what's your life path, what's going on, but it just didn't sound fun, and I want to do something fun. So here we are. I'm gonna have a picture up so you'll be able to see the decks more clearly. But these are your choices. If you're new to doing general tarot readings, because I didn't know this when I first watched one, there will be timestamps in the description of Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. You click which one that you picked, and you want to pick one that you're drawn to, like one that kind of catches your eye. But also, I know it'll sound dumb, but if you kind of feel like in your heart or almost like in your stomach, this is how I figure out which pile is more for me. I don't know, like there's one that lingers on my mind, or like I'm looking at all the decks but my eye keeps going back to one in particular, and it just feels right here, I suppose. As corny as that sounds, that's kind of how it works for me. But you can also do hover your finger over the screen and like over which deck, and it's weird because it works. Your finger will like tingle over the one that should be for you. I think I got that idea from Dion's Divine, because when he first said that's how you should pick a deck, I was like, yeah, whatever, that sounds weird as the hell. But I don't know, it worked. I think it was pile 3 on his video, and my finger like immediately went bzzz, and I was like, what? What just happened? But anyways, so you pick your pile, and then you'll go in the description, and I will have them listed pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and then you just click the one that you picked, the one that you were most drawn to, and that will be your pile, that will be your reading. And that way you don't make the same mistake I did, and you watch the whole first one thinking, that doesn't sound right, and then realizing, oh, I picked pile 2, and that was the whole second, it was the second reading. So anyway, all that out of the way, bear in mind, this is also just for fun, and although I will read these as accurately as I possibly can, I've only been doing this a little under a year, so this is also still kind of just practice for me, trying to recall the cards and whatnot. And I'm going to do my best not to look anything up, so if any of the meanings of the cards sound a little bit off, it's because I'm trying to read it intuitively, versus looking up the description, and then it's more calculated, and to me then you don't get a robust of a reading, you know? Like, it's just not as full. It's very plain, and I don't want that. I want you to have a nice full reading, that'll maybe give you a good description, or maybe a little idea of who your soulmate might be. And in my head, and my main focus is like romantic soulmate. That's what I'm thinking. But plenty of people say your soulmate is also, they also could be like a really, really great friend. So maybe that's what it'll be for you, but my intention is romantic soulmate. So that's what I'm aiming for here. So I'll give you a little moment to pick your pile. You can pause on the picture if I didn't put it up already, and you can decide which one is for you. And I will see you in a bit. Hello, pile 1. You chose the White Howlite and the Cirque du Tarot deck. Now, I'm a little forewarning, I am newer to this deck in particular. I love it, the artwork is amazing, but there are a few cards that are still a little tricky for me to read, and so I know you're like, why did you pick this one? I'm still practicing tarot reader, and I'm trying to get more acquainted with my cards, so my newer ones especially, I just want to break in and figure them out, and just be able to use them more, because I think they're very pretty. So, here we go. I'm going to try and get your romantic soulmate. So, for pile 1, please. Who is the romantic soulmate? Sorry, my coat's clanking and everything. Who is the romantic soulmate, please? I'm shuffling one more time and then I'm drawing from the top. Okay. Oh boy. Why? This card, always. This deck, it has a beef with me. This is the second time I shuffled these, and only because everything was in reverse, and that's just harder for me to read. But I swear with this deck in particular, every single time, everything's in reverse. And it kind of looks the same. You even have 2 of the same cards here. And the only reason I also reshuffled, it just wasn't feeling right. And I didn't connect with the spirit guides or whatever to make sure we're on the same page here, and I want to get the most accurate reading I possibly can for your soulmate, for you. And so I was hoping to make it easier on myself and do a lot of shuffling and make sure my reversals and uprights were evenly distributed. But here we are. Everything is in reverse except one card. So that's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go for it here. You have the Ace of Pentacles as your soulmate's first card. And then the Star, the only upright card, and the High Priestess. This is the one that came up twice, the first time I shuffled, and was hoping to not get everything in reverse again. And the Fool, and lastly, Justice. So, a lot of major arcana. So, pile 1, your soulmate. Feeling like maybe with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I'm feeling like maybe their money is out of balance or something. I keep noticing that this looks like a clock face, and there's eyes and a mouth. With this beam of light, it makes me think someone is watching your person here. The clock's ticking. It looks kind of... these cards are kind of the pentacles, the suit of the pentacles. They're very steampunk in this deck. So, from what I'm looking at, it looks like things are kind of... I don't think craggly is the right word, but you know, kind of jagged looking, like things are imperfect. These gears don't appear to be turning. This person looks hopeful, but also like maybe they're under the thumb of someone else controlling their funds, or maybe if it's health related, you could be under the rule of your health, you know, like if you aren't feeling well, or you have I don't want to say like a disease, but you know, something like that, like it's out of your control and it's like looming over you, or it's watching you, and it's kind of taking over a chunk of your life. I feel I was leaning more towards money, but again, pentacles can relate to the physical realm, which can be your health or money, what have you, material items. Something about this card, like, it is warm though. It's giving me like this hopeful feeling. So they aren't in a place that's terrible, but something's definitely kind of lacking there. Again, money or health. I'm kind of unsure on which specifically that would be. I'm leaning more towards money, but again, unsure. It could be the start of something. Maybe they've... Oh, what is that called? Like when you invest in something, maybe you put something out there, and it's kind of left them a little... like, ooh, money's gonna be tight this month because I did this one thing, but I think it's gonna be the best for me. Like, it's gonna benefit me in the end. So that's why I feel like there's kind of this shadowiness here, because it's a little uncertain, but with this beam of light shining down on the person, again, hopeful. So then we have the star, which is very dreamy. To me, it's kind of like the inspired card. And again, even the star is hopeful in my mind. Because, you know, duh, it's a star. It's a bright, shining star. I've just pictured someone, like, looking up to the stars. So this person is a dreamer, and if it's true that maybe they made some kind of investment, or if they, I don't know, put money down on some kind of project or something, hoping to bring money back in if it comes to fruition, like they're hopeful that things will go well, and I feel like they have a lot of ideas. And there's clouds in this card too, so it makes me think, you know, head in the clouds, theatrical, maybe they're a little dramatic, but in the most fun way. This feels like someone who has a very light heart and doesn't take things too seriously, and not in a way where it's like, oh, what am I thinking? Like, they take it seriously when they know it's, like, solid. How should I... You know, it's not really an issue until they've been evicted from their house. You know, like, the money's not coming in, and, like, now they're at a loss, you know. I'm not saying that's what happened, I'm just giving it an example of their very light approach to things. Not being too bothered by things that some of us would probably cause some of us, like, a lot of worry. I feel like they just let stuff kind of roll off. I'm like, whatever, yeah, I have other stuff I can be doing, and things will be okay if I manage this and this well. So I feel like they're dreaming. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. It's feeling like someone maybe who doesn't have secrets. They're very open. They don't need to be mysterious with you, but maybe they're hard to like understand, you know? Not like they're I'm such a quirky girl, but you know, like with their head in the clouds and them having all these ideas, they just seem to be on this different, almost ethereal level that is hard for you to like fully comprehend what they're thinking because they're almost magical in a way. But they're always willing to talk to you about things. And even here in this card, there's another star. And on the other pillar, there's a little rose bush with a single rose on it. So I feel like they have, I don't know, like this, they do have a romantic side and like this passion for people they care about, but the passion also is in their little world that they're trying to create for themselves. And again, I don't know if it's just, is it just how all these cards are? I'm feeling like they like the stars. They like looking at the night sky. I feel like they think that's what they find magical, and maybe that's where they get their inspiration. So then next we have the Three of Swords, which, in reverse. So as I was talking about them being kind of lighthearted and, you know, not taking things seriously, maybe there is something that happened, though, that they aren't expressing well, or maybe they don't know how. Maybe it's something they should be taking seriously, like this is one thing they should be, but they're still kind of like trying to let it roll off, like no, it's fine, like I'm not that impacted and I have all these other things to do and like I'll be okay. Because I'm getting there, they try to be optimistic and they try to, I think they, in general, like they just want to remain light. They don't want all these heavy things, these heavy emotions burdening them, but maybe there's in the back of their mind, like there is something that weighs heavy on their heart that they aren't sure how to cope with, and maybe a way that's healthy, or just like in a way that's not overly, I guess, I know I called them dramatic up here, but when it comes to negative emotions, I feel like it's something they don't really want to express. Maybe they don't feel safe doing that. So it's a tricky place for them to be. And it's weird because all of these seem kind of soft up here, and then this seems, you know, a lot more red, and it's got all these dark figures down here. It just makes me think, you know, something, again, it's just something is looming over them, and they aren't taking care of it. Because they think they don't have to, but it's taking more of a toll on them than they think. And then next we have the Fool in reverse. Whatever they're doing, I feel like maybe people see them as someone who's naive just because they're so wholesome. Like, that's kind of what I feel from this. Very soft-spoken, very mild-mannered. So people just initially think of them as a child. Maybe someone who's inexperienced. But with the Fool in reverse, it makes me think they know a lot more than they let on. And I know I sit up here, they're okay with expressing things and being open, but I do also feel like this is limited to people they care about, maybe. People who are close to their heart, versus just the outside world or like co-workers. I feel like they live in their own little world and they're okay with that. And they don't really care that people are judging them, but this isn't their first rodeo. I keep hearing that. This isn't their first rodeo. They're very skilled. They know what they're doing. They just like to dream. And they like to be kind. And I don't know, for some reason people like to be condescending toward that kind of personality. But they seem very, very soft and sweet. And knowledgeable in some way, because there's something that they're doing and they've been planning it pretty thoroughly. I'm just getting like this clarity, like it's very clear in their mind and they're very optimistic that things are going to work out. And even if they don't, they must have something to fall back on, because there's no worry here at all aside from this. But this feels disconnected from what they're doing here. Again, this feels like in the background. This is like static that just goes and goes in the back of their heads sometimes. But it's not noisy enough that it really bothers them right now. And so then last, we have justice in reverse, which immediately I think unfair. And if we're going along with the fool here, maybe people are unfair to them, just kind of like what I just said, you know, them being a soft, kind-hearted person. And they're probably an introvert. I feel like this is someone who kind of keeps to themselves. But I feel like then maybe this is the kind of person people try to take advantage of their kindness, or again, just when people like to belittle or be condescending because they get their head in the clouds and they're being all dreamy and they're like a little baby, they don't know what they're doing. But these are people who like don't know who this person is at heart. They just see like the persona, if you will, that they project in their day-to-day life. Or maybe someone was unfair to them in the past. I don't know why I keep thinking job, like coworkers. So something maybe didn't work out, but they've taken a new route with this thing, and just things are looking up. That's kind of what I'm gathering from this. Okay, so next, just for fun, well, all of this is just for fun, but I recently got this Lover's Oracle. I love the artwork on these. They are so beautiful. These are just like, all of these, what I'm doing next, they'll kind of be like, this will either be encouragement or like messages from your soulmate to you. And then I have, again, the song lyrics and other channel messages that I wrote that will hopefully back up what I've been saying here, or give us a little more insight as to what's going on in their mind. I have a one hat full of papers with specific, more romantic messages written on them that should be channel messages directly from the soulmate to you. And I will do that one next. So, whoa, these are just a little hard to shuffle. I would ideally like to get 2 of these. Come on, so if I get 2, please. 2 for pile 1. 2 messages from soulmate for pile 1, please. Ooh boy, Beth cannot shuffle. Pretty please, I just need 2. They probably aren't gonna pop out, so I'm gonna have to... Okay, I'm shuffling one more time, and then I'm drawing from this side, because that's the side I can't see here. Whoa. Okay. Or wait. No, that should be right, right? I don't know. I'm doing this because that's what I said I'd do. So here's your first card. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of some resentment. Okay, so I feel like that kind of goes with this, especially with this unfairness, or injustice, whatever. And something else I was noticing and I didn't mention was like the clouds and the fog, and there's foggy, cloudy stuff down here and here. And that makes me think something, well, you know, like this card said, is distorted or not very clear. Oh, here it is, clouding your vision. So that could have been part of whatever this heartbreak was, or like a betrayal of some kind. So go with that. Your next one is this. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So that would make me think it goes along with if they are an introvert. As an introvert, I definitely need my space. And I love the people around me, but just as a personal thing, I can only take so much socializing and like togetherness, and I need a fair amount of time alone, just so I don't like get irritable. I honestly don't know what it is. Like, I actually start to get angry if I don't get enough alone time. So that being said, like, understanding with this personality type, they love you, and they love to be with you, but they also love being able to have their space. And it's nothing personal. It's just, it's how their mind works, and it's the only way they can, like, stay sane. So next I'm going to pull out some channel messages. So for pile ones, from pile one soulmate, please. If they have any extra messages they would like to give pile one, now is your chance to speak, soulmate number one. Sorry, these get all stacked together, so I'm trying to make sure I don't pull out the same ones every single time. Okay, I'm gonna do, I don't know why I'm feeling like two more. So now one more from soulmate number one, please, if they have any extra messages they would like to give pile one here. Okay. So, your first message. I used to think people like you were just fantasy. I need a little more time. I'll come to you. Oh, we're getting some conflicting stuff. I'm ready. So are you ready, or do you need a little more time? What I've come to realize with these kind of conflicting messages, I feel like it's like, overall, I'm ready. But then this heartbreak thing pops up somewhere, and like they kind of like recoil, and they're like, oh wait, hold up, maybe I need more time. I got some trust issues I'm dealing with, so actually wait. So then that's where this I'll come to you comes in, because it's like, I'm gonna have to come find you when I'm ready, because I have to figure out this issue here before like I'm ready to be in a healthy relationship. But if you know this person, or if you have like I believe in the kind of telepathic connection things, our brains are amazing. I just think there's a lot of stuff that's possible that we don't give ourselves credit for. Anyway, I kind of read a book on it. So anyways, I'm just saying, I feel like it's possible to have some kind of like telepathic connection. So if they think about you and they're just like, wow, this person sounds amazing. Excuse me. So it sounds like you're what they want, but they have to take care of themselves before they can come to you. So next, oh, my favorite part, song lyrics. Okay, so you have opportunity number 2, soulmate for pile 1. If you have any extra messages you'd like to give them, here's your other chance. Do you have anything else to say? Is there anything else? One more? Okay. So first, oh, you got Diamond Girl. My Diamond Girl. Will somebody lock me up? 'Cause baby, I stole your love. Romancing the stone, we're on the run. Yeah. That's by Set It Off. And then New Map by M83. There's a hole in your heart, begging for adventure. Play yourself a new track, set traps for the future. On your own, can you do it? The unknown, can you face it? Shifting desire. Never Say Goodbye by Bon Jovi. Remember how we used to talk? Bustin' out, we'd break their hearts. Together forever. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Never say goodbye. So the last one makes me think of what we were just talking about with I need a little more time, I'm ready. Say goodbye. Wait, no, don't. Like, it sounds like maybe they're a little confused. Like, they know what they want, but they don't know if their heart is ready. And the M83 one, maybe they want you to go on an adventure with them? Because I'm feeling like whatever they have going on up here, with all their hope for this working out, maybe they crave adventure too, and they want to try something new with you, but they're a little uncertain. Maybe they don't know if you want it. With the can you do it? The unknown, can you face it? Shifting desire. So yeah, that makes me think like change, something new is coming for the both of you. Just trying something that you've never done before. And Diamond Girl, that goes right along with the I used to think people like you were just fantasy. Because this whole song, Diamond Girl, it's about how he found this girl and she's so perfect and he doesn't know how the one guy let her go because she's amazing. I don't know, with the romancing the stone, that always makes me think of marriage. I'm not, like, fully certain what that phrase means, but that's what it makes me think of. One more thing before we wrap up your reading. Numbers, letters, zodiac signs, a potential doodle that might come out. Anything relating to your soulmate here. Their birth date, a certain number, their age, whatever. Signs to find them. Don't pull out too many, Beth. You do that every single time. Oh, I just said not to do that. Okay, so first we have, in zodiac signs, Sagittarius, Libra, Cancer, Pisces. Oh, you got Sagittarius again. No, it fell in the trash. Okay, well, Sagittarius is there twice. Don't let me forget. And Aquarius. So 2 air signs, 2 fire signs, and 2 water signs. Huh. Oh, wait. Virgo. Holy crap, they have like every sign under the sun over here. 3 fire signs. Okay, why did all the zodiac signs come out? I know this is a general reading, but what the frick? Okay. And you did get a doodle. You got the raven. And for numbers 4, 10, 5, 6. That's it. You also got a little flower. And letters, you have W, A, N, N, H. Oh, you got a 1. S. Oh, you got another doodle. Holy crap. Ah! You got a little bee, and I just, bird and bees. Don't know why I had to think about that. Little ducks, the raven's down there. I feel like there's an undertone of something spicy going on. Even with the new map lyric, and it kept saying trying something new, and I kept saying that out loud. My head kept going to like Is it like a sexual adventure? I don't know. It popped in my mind, and I feel like I have to say it. So there you have it. So starting with your letters here, W-A-S-H. Wash was the first thing I saw. And there's two N's, so that could be more significant than these other ones. Maybe their name starts with N, or I think the November. Oh, shy. That sounds fitting for this person. Way, lost their way, finding their way. Yeah. So, that's where I'm going to leave your little reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Even if it wasn't totally accurate, maybe you had fun listening anyways. Yeah. So, thanks for sticking around, and I will see you next time. Bye. Welcome, Pile 2. You chose the Selenite Wand and the Antique Anatomy Tarot deck. That Selenite Wand belongs at my windowsill. Hence why I moved it. Anyways, so we are going to try and figure out who your romantic soulmate is, or at least get an idea of their personality. And I like to think of it as just a general 6-card reading, and I'm just trying to get a peek into this current chapter in their life. Where are they right now? So, Pile 2's romantic soulmate, please. Oh no. Oh no! Okay, I'm just taking the top one, because it felt like I should, but I'm not taking that entire thing. Okay, Pile 2's romantic soulmate, please. Shuffling 2 more times, and then drawing from the top. Whoa. Pile 2's romantic soulmate, please. Oh, these are really slippery. Okay, Judgment. Can't read upside down. Rod. 4 of rods. King of Pentacles, or this deck calls it coins, so King of Coins. 4 of coins. Where are you? Oh, Page of Blades. Page of Blades. And Page of Elixirs, which are cups. Okay. Sorry, my coat is just scratching on everything. So let's see, your romantic soulmate. Right away we have, Judgment. This is the only major arcana in this whole deck, or this whole spread here. It's a skeleton in a coffin. These kind of look like some kind of daisy to me, but I'm not sure. I'm getting the sense this is someone who is being judged for their actions. Maybe I'm judging them, because I saw the 4 of coins upright, which I immediately think someone's super greedy. So then I'm looking at Judgment going, wonder what they're being judged for. Are they like a Mr. and Mrs. Moneybags? It's mine. I might come back to that, but that was the most I'm getting from this. So, since this is Major Arcana, if you don't know, this is supposed to be the main message of the whole reading. So the main message is, they're being judged for something pretty hard. And I know it can also mean fairness, but just like intuitively when I first saw the card, that's what I was thinking. Judgment, they're being judged. Wait a second. Oh, I messed up. I was thinking justice. Judgment, that's the card of rebirth. Why does that still feel negative to me? I feel like judgment's usually a good card. But like I said, when I very first saw it and I read Judgment, like I did think, well, just that. Someone is judging them. And it could be like, depending on your beliefs, if I think like biblically, like Judgment Day, or when you die and then you enter the afterlife and God judges, were you worthy of being his servant, or are you going to go to hell? So I feel like and Judgment feels like that to me in the sense, and the original artwork, it's like people look like they're dead and their spirits are ascending, and then there was like a heavenly being in the clouds. But yeah, this is feeling like sinister just came to mind. Oof. And it's not just because it's a skeleton, but that probably doesn't help. Skeleton in a coffin, yeah, just being judged for your actions. They must have done something kind of serious recently, made a drastic decision. Maybe they knew it was going to be, like controversial, or it might blow up in their faces, but they felt like it was necessary. But it's starting to look like maybe it's about to blow up in their face. I don't know, that's what I feel with that one. So then the Four of Rods, give me a moment to remember. I'm remembering the 3. I know that's like waiting for a reply, so then after that is 4. What is 4? Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to look anything up, but I cannot for the life of me remember what the 4 of Wands is. And I won't read it in depth, I'm just going to skim till I get a refresher. Oh, 4 of Wands. Oh, duh. Okay. That's the... I would have known it if it was in a different... if it had different artwork. That's the card about, like, partnership or celebration, or specifically, like, getting married. Because the deck I'm thinking of, it's like the 4 posts, and there's like garlands and fruits, and then there's like this pretty little castle in the background, or maybe a church. So it always makes me think merriment, again, like weddings, marriage. But it's in reverse, so I mean that would go along with what this Judgment card was. Maybe they were expecting a celebration of some kind. Maybe they were really hoping this was going to go over better than how it's going right now. But like, there's no party, there's no merriment. I don't know why. I just pictured the wands like being stabbed into someone. I'm not trying to like be macabre. That's just like that image popped in my head. So like, instead of celebration, it's like everyone's ganging up on Soulmate here, and like, we're gonna beat the crap out of you. Maybe not like literally, but people are very upset. It's kind of what I'm thinking with that. And it could also be like not being ready for marriage. But I don't know, I'm leaning more towards whatever they're being judged for. It's not a happy thing. It does not look like it's going well. And so the next we have the King of Coins. King of Coins. So they might be in a leadership position, and maybe that's why they thought their proposition or whatever was going to go over well, because they're like, I'm the boss, and this is my idea, and this is how I want things to go, so I'm going to make that decision. Obviously did not go according to plan. But with King of Coins and then peeking down here at the Four of Coins, it just makes me think they have money of some kind. They're in a place where they make fairly decent money. Clearly, it's not coming from their decision making. Again, this feels very drastic. Like, maybe it's not something they normally do, but for some reason they felt impulsive and like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm feeling like maybe they started to feel cocky, and maybe their recent money buildup was just that. It's been recent, so they've kind of been getting a big head about it. It's like, I'll do whatever I want. Things are going really well. I'm making good money. Cha-ching, this will be a good business move. And it just was not. And then next we have, I'm kind of moving on from this one because I kind of feel like I've said all I can about it, just with being, again, just the greed card. I always picture, what was his name? It was Donald Duck's uncle? Was his name just Moneybags or something? I can't remember. I just remember him having his big, like, where he stored all his money. There's all these gold coins, and he'd, like, dive into it and be swimming around. That's what it makes me think of, like, money, the physical world, material items are very important to this person. And swords. Usually, again, like to me it relates to like intelligent and how you're handling things mentally. Are you being logical? And this is in reverse. So, but it is Page, and Page is usually, naive, they're new to something, blah blah blah. But if this person's a boss, they're just higher up on the food chain, whatever they're doing. So they have to know what they're doing to some extent. They're not really new to this. But they do seem kind of foolish. Like, again, I just feel like they got cocky and they decided, like, they didn't think it through. Because, again, swords make me think of your mind. It wasn't logical. It wasn't thoughtful. It was just bad. So, not new to this position exactly, but there are things they still don't know how to operate, would be my takeaway. And instead of being a little more loose and free, like I feel like a page might be, I don't know, this feels very, like, very boxed in, and like their mentality and how they thought this decision was gonna go, and then with it just not working out, maybe they need to be a little more like open. And this could also mean just that your soulmate is older. They are not, they're not a child. They're not a teenager. They might not even be a young adult. They might be middle-aged or something. So the next we have another page, but this one is upright, the page of elixirs. Which again, elixirs are cups. Yeah, this is making me think, in this area, maybe their emotions are very raw. Maybe they express them a little too loudly. Maybe they're just like a little immature. Like emotionally kind of immature. Which is why they made this bad choice over here. Which is why they thought they could get away with whatever this was. Maybe they're like an only child because, only children tend to be spoiled and like think they can get away with all these things, and it's just like, no, that's not gonna fly. But I feel like they are, even through all of this though, I feel like they are, I was gonna say remorseful, but maybe that's not right. Maybe it's more like regretful. So at least in that case, it does make me think there could be the potential for growth. Like emotionally, maybe they're young or again immature, but maybe they had to make this really bad decision and realize, oh, that's not how the real world works. People don't like when I do that. So it might be a big blow to their ego. They might be butthurt over it for a little while, but I'm feeling like maybe they would self-reflect a little bit. I don't know. There's something here that makes me think maybe they'll think things through a little better next time. Yeah, something about this feels like a learning experience, especially with 2 pages here. Because, like, you have a king. Yeah, so that basically all the stuff I just said. There's the king, like this lord of money, the physical realm. He has the stuff, he has the bling. But, for lack of better words, sorry, he, she, whomever, they don't have the brains. Or the emotional knowledge there. Maybe, again, if we're going with the single child thing here, maybe they don't empathize very well. They haven't had to deal with groups of people like this before. I feel like something about this leadership was a little abrupt. Because I'm getting like conflicted things. Like they aren't new to this, but they are. Like maybe they were being trained for this, but they are fresh into this position. Like they haven't been in the place to be making decisions like they are. So this might be a first time mistake here. A flub up? I don't know, that word came to my head. Yeah. Something about this, it just makes me feel like they're kind of hurt about this. Maybe a little salty, but also genuinely a little hurt, like, again, just thinking things would go a different way, or their way, basically. So, I don't know, it seems very, like, they could learn from this, or if they stay salty and bitter about it, it might just get worse. And I feel like they're wrestling with this, what should they do? Because I feel like there's some kind of entitlement here, like, people should just listen to what I say and do what I want because I'm the one in charge. But then everybody is giving them the same feedback and judging them. And so they're kind of hurt by this, and maybe they're being, like, shown these other perspectives about why this is negatively impacting the people around them. So they're kind of like, it's like the slow nod, like, oh, maybe you have a point. I'm not going to admit that you're right now, but maybe. So, like, their hearts may be open, just like a crack, like a tiny bit, like they're kind of starting to see the error of their ways. So there's chance, or, the opportunity there for them to be better. Okay, so I feel like that's the most I'm getting from that. This is like the current chapter in their life. Oh my gosh, these stupid hiccups. I wish I could do a reading without them. Or any recording for that matter. So what was I saying? I think this is the most I'm getting from their this chapter in their life. Kind of giving you a peek into who they might be. And this is their current struggle right now. Just making this big mistake. And hoping they can come back from it. Because I feel like they're kind of flopping and scrambling around to figure out how can I fix this. But again, like I said, also kind of that entitlement there of I don't know why people can't just listen to me. Or I don't know why they just can't see my point of view on this. But then they're refusing or having a very hard time trying to see everyone else's point of view on this. But like I said, I feel like they're trying. Like, it's very minuscule, but minuscule is better than nothing. Like being so hard-headed, you're not seeing anyone's point of view at all. This sounds like a tough nut to crack, if you will, but it's possible to get through to them. So they might come to their senses, is what I'm saying. Okay, so moving on. I would like to get, firstly, with my Lover's Oracle deck, I want to pull 2 cards, and these are supposed to be like encouragement for you in this soulmate, or there might be a message from this soulmate to you. Oh my gosh. And shuffling this is very hard, I just have to say. So I might have to find a new method. No, this whole stack needs to separate. Because I keep seeing the same cards pop up. I might try something a little different. I might just pull out a couple cards only because I don't want to keep pulling out the same ones. I feel like I am, and so I gotta be a little more careful. Okay. For Battle 2's Romantic Soulmate, please. Just saw the phrase on that one, so let's not do that. Don't look at them, Beth. Okay, here it is. This is the one. Okay, so the first one you got. Oh, they're both very light blue cards. You have the Dove. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So that might fit their situation pretty well. I assume if they're making an effort to make the right decision and fix whatever's going on, then they will receive this blessing. Maybe the forgiveness of the people around them, and they'll come up with a better plan. So next is this one, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And if this person is your soulmate, they definitely sound like they'd be a challenge. Hopefully you're a tough cookie. You'd have to be. I would not be able to handle someone like this. No, my messages. Okay. I have some, whoa, almost knocked something over. Some bonus channeled messages from your soulmate. So Pile 2's Romantic Soulmate. If you have anything extra to say, now is your chance. This is your time to shine. King, Queen, Icon. Give me your words. Give us your words. Oh, come on. Yes? Okay. Your first one, I don't know about that. ... Oh no, my setup. I need a little more time. I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah, they sound very emotionally distressed right now. So yeah, it does sound like being, if you know them, maybe this has impacted you as well, so they are sorry to you. And maybe they're taking, like, distance from all of this. They're seeming just kind of over their head and like, I'm sorry, but I can't do this right now. Or I'm sorry that I hurt you because I had to be a POS and try to be greedy and get away with some of this garbage, and it just didn't work out. Surprise, surprise, people revolted. Who would have thought? I don't know what the situation is. I keep feeling like it's obvious to everyone else that that was a bad idea, and for some reason they still went with it. Okay, so now we're getting song lyrics. These will be another set of bonus messages. So, pile 2's romantic soulmate. Here's opportunity number 2 to tell us what you're thinking. Give us a little more insight into that beautiful brain of yours. Yeah? Okay. So first you got Sucker by Jonas Brothers. I'm a sucker for you. You say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you, yeah. Any road you take, you know that you'll find me. So they got your back. Even through all this mess, they're like, I still love you though, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And then you have Find Forever by Issues. What about love? Do we? Just enough to keep it low-key, just enough to fight the lonely. Or what about love? If it finds us, do we take it to the chapel so sweet you could find forever in me? So, not counting, like, this chapter in their life, they sound like they have very sweet feelings for you. So, they aren't all bad. I feel like they just made a stupid decision. And next is I Want to Get Lost by Switchfoot. I want to get lost in you before I lose myself. So maybe you're their safe space, especially in this time of stress. It's like, let's just get lost together and I want to not think about the things I just did. And then we have Dancer in the Dark by Chase Atlantic. Oh baby, maybe you should look in her eyes. They've been telling me she wants to leave. She's been dancing with the devil all night. It's like hell is where she want to be. Interesting. It's just weird. You have the 3 very sweet ones, and this one sounds a little sour. And maybe it's because you're mad at them. That could be. Like if they fucked up that bad, and you're angry, and so then they're kind of bitter, like, whatever. I don't know. Again, just like petty. Like they still haven't got the full scope, I think, of what they've done and how it's impacted the people around them. And you're upset and they don't get it. Like they do, but they don't. It's really hard for me to describe. Okay, so, and last, we have our letters, numbers, zodiac signs, whatever. And I'm not putting them over here this time. Like, I know that's where you could probably see them, so sorry, but for pile 1, I accidentally dropped Sagittarius in the trash, so sorry about that to all my Sagittarius people out there. No. Okay, there's not a lot here, but... So first you have Leo and then Virgo. And your letters are B... Come on. B, L, I... Your numbers, 21. Oh, 2, 1, and 6. Sorry, not 21. 2, 1, and 6. And you got a little doodle, which to me is like a shell, but it could also be a swirl. So BLI, I don't know why, I immediately bling. And maybe they are young. Maybe they could be like 21, 26. and then it makes more sense why they just kind of did something stupid. Although I guess I said I thought they'd be older here, but maybe not. Maybe sometimes they seem older if they've been working their whole life or something, and so I feel like maybe it's just like a shock even to everyone that they did something so dumb. It's like, I thought you knew better. I thought you were actually being trained for this. I'm picturing like something being passed down and then them taking on the job. Yeah, so that might be significant to you, maybe not. Just her baby, don't leave me. But then I see I here. It's not a capital I, but it does make me think, me, I. I kind of feel like that's how this person is. But again, also kind of seeing the error of their ways, with all these romantic messages, and then being sorry. They're very, very regretful about what they've done. Or maybe it's not about what they've done. It sounds terrible, but they're regretful because of how it's impacting them and impacting their love life. So it's a long road, but it's not impossible for them to learn. Actions impact others. Everybody else has feelings too, and you have to realize it's not all about you. So that's what I got for your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. You can let me know if it's accurate or not, or if there's any pieces that at least made sense. At the very least, hoping it was fun to listen to. So, anyway, thank you for sticking around, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Last but certainly not least, you picked the Lava Stone, which I just put rose essential oil on, and you picked the manga. Wait, what is this called? Mystical manga. So, we would like to speak to Pile 3's romantic soulmate, please. I want to get their chapter in their life right now. Like, where are they right now? Oh. Pile 3's romantic soulmate, please. Whoa, why is that backwards? What are you all doing? I didn't give you permission to do that. Okay, shuffling one more time, the drawing from the top. Okay. No, don't do this to me again. No! No! Why is everything always in reverse? I'm gonna cry. Like, I have actual tears pooling up in my eyes. Not because I'm sad, but because I'm in mental pain. Oh, reading reverse is so hard. Don't be a baby. Do it. Okay, so first, in reverse, of course, you have the Two of Cups, which to me is usually a cup about union. It always feels like a romantic card to me. And even here they're like exchanging these cups. So what's mine is yours. But again, we're freaking in reverse. And there's clouds everywhere. I just felt like something was yanked away. Like someone's dreams was shattered. And maybe it's like unrequited love or whatever. Like, oh, oopsie, they actually don't like me and I feel like shit now. Like, I'm picturing this as the dream. But instead of getting the dream, they got this. And so then next you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, of course. So instead of like feeling up to a challenge or like attacking this problem head on and moving on with their life, no. I feel like this is someone who's just kind of recoiled. Like, oh no. Like, I just pictured, what is it? Like not a snail, but you know, I'm picturing that worm thing. And it just like shrivels up on itself. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm feeling like there's a lot of embarrassment here, maybe. And maybe this is something they were initially feeling. Like, ready to admit their love, tell them how much they love them, how much they care about them, and they want to be more than friends. No, but dreams shattered just like mine were when I got all of these in reverse. And then you have the Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this, again, it just makes me feel like they're not handling this well at all. Because pages are the ones who are new to things. And they could be young, childish. And maybe this was a young love. Maybe this was this person's first love. And they thought they were connected, heart, soul, mind. And then to just know that it wasn't what they thought or what they were hoping. It just like shattered them completely. And swords again make me think like intellectual energies, your mental energies, like how are you handling things up there in your head. And you know, with it being in reverse, maybe they're kind of taking a cold approach, like instead of being naive, childish, and like crying their eyes out. Wow, I'm having a really hard time interpreting this. See, this is why I'm starting to not like reversals, because stuff like this happens and I get really confused. Because these first two cards are very warm and hopeful, especially this first one, with all the pink, all the romance that was there. And maybe it was like a breakup, so maybe there was some spark of romance. Because I think, do these want... No, they don't. I thought the wands had hearts on them. But, yeah, because these feel like things of the past. These two cards do. Like, ready to face challenges in the relationship and be together and be like this power couple. It just didn't work out. And I think it took some mental toll on them. I just heard they're not new to the feeling. Yeah, that's confusing me. Because, you know, with this person having a wand and looking like he's ready for battle, and then, I mean, swords, duh, that makes you think you're gonna fight something. But this all feels very drawn in. Like they've just like imploded. And they want to disappear. I just feel like they got their heart broken. What is the devil doing here? In reverse, of course. Which I almost don't want to shoot. Hang on, let me just cover it up. Because the girl's got full titties out. Okay, sorry. Had to restart my recording on my other phone. My other one is refusing to work. Okay, so anyways, what I was saying about the devil card, it was feeling very, like maybe it was superficial. Because even something here, it felt like, I don't know how else to describe it. I picture like those Instagram people and they just get together because either for drama or to look good. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened here, but just that superficial feeling of, I'm feeling like it was very one-sided, like someone was very, very in love. I think your soulmate and the other person just wasn't into it. And so, with the devil, just feeling like maybe it was kind of lustful, maybe they were just there because they were like, we're both hot, and so we're kind of together, and it's a sexy little relationship. But this is also like the devil's realm is kind of like the realm of addictions. I'm feeling like this soulmate here was probably addicted to their significant other. Something here goes beyond love and just like obsession and like I have to have you, and very very physical relationship, which there's nothing wrong with that, but if it's lacking in like romance, like a serious relationship, I just feel like there wasn't like genuine care there. Like I think maybe this person wanted that care and their significant other was not giving it to them, which is why it eventually gets broken off because they just weren't meshing. Soulmate here didn't have, in the other person's head, didn't have anything to offer them. Yeah, I'm hearing like the sex was great, but you kind of sucked, you know? Like someone saying that to your soulmate. Like that's all they had going. And bear in mind, this is like a chapter in their life, so this is something I'm picturing like happened semi-recently. It seems like something they're still coping with. They kind of still feel like kind of a mess right now, like an emotional mess. Because then next we have, what is this? Six of Wands. That's the one about like returning home victorious. I'm just feeling like after this loss, like nothing is working out for this person. Because I'm even thinking with Wands, like with being creative and stuff, like their creative endeavors, the things they love to do, there's just no passion there anymore. Like it all feels lost. And with all these brightly colored cards, there's something hidden beyond it that feels like the colors are a mask and there's something rotten beneath the surface. And not necessarily like they're rotten like a bad person, but just maybe this was a learning experience. Maybe they were a little superficial and this was something to help them kind of get a mirror held up to them. Like maybe they've done to other people what this significant other did to them. And this was like the first time they genuinely cared for someone beyond their looks. But this time it didn't work out. So they're feeling very down, I guess. And then we have the Nine of Swords. So the Nightmare Realm. It's in reverse. I feel like this is going to sound cringe, but like, at least in the Nightmare Realm, you'd be feeling something. There'd be fear, there'd be like worry or something going on. But since it's in reverse, like I said, with something feeling rotten under the surface, it also seems void of color and void of life. And there's just like this emptiness there that this person doesn't know how to fill. So it's a lack of feeling anything is what I'm getting at. And it's weird, because everything is in reverse, this does also all feel like a memory. Yet it's very vivid in their mind. Maybe it's very colorful in their mind, but then their life just feels very bleak. But maybe they are like learning to cope with this obsession they have. I don't mean to make it about this, but I feel like if they were like addicted to having sex or something, and it just was like in an unhealthy way, you know, like that was all that mattered to them. Maybe this is an eye-opener to not see people as objects anymore, and kind of coming like to realize, you know, just like, wow, that ouch, that really, really hurt. And I don't know how I'm going to recover from this. And is this how people feel? Like how I've been treating them in the past? And wow, that it really sucks. So it could be finally exiting the devil's realm and seeing the reality around them, and even though things are gray, in the same way they're making more sense. Because, you know, sometimes when things are colorful, it feels painted on and not real. But when that's removed, you see things for what they really are. And I kind of feel like that's what this person is going through, like transitioning between things feeling bleak, maybe being a little down about stuff, a little pessimistic. But they could come around and find that middle ground of there's still color and there's still life here. There's still things that are real that aren't shades of gray. You know, like there's definitely the fake stuff out there, the fake positivity. Excuse me, the toxic positivity. But there's also things that are good and that are real. So I feel like that's something they're wrestling with right now. But this could be something that ultimately was for their greater good, to improve themselves. And maybe this is the only way they could see what they've done wrong in order to be better themselves. Seeing yourself can hurt when you know or realize that, wow, I haven't been a good person all this time. So that's kind of all I'm getting from this, where they are right now. So now I'm going to dive into my love oracle cards. And these will either be extra messages from them, like, you know, like things they're thinking about, or it could be things directly to you. And I know I'm shuffling these weird, it's because these cards, you know, they're like heart-shaped, they're hard to shuffle. And I feel like I keep pulling out the same ones, so I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm going to go with this one, and then this one. And I didn't read them before pulling them out, just so you know. I'm not cheating, I swear. So this one is Manifesting Miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow guidance. So from this, I immediately thought maybe their dream of finding true love, whatever, could be coming true. Maybe they'll be meeting you. Maybe you'll be good for them. And it'll be the relationship they've always dreamed of. So then we have this. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Which kind of just goes along with all of this. Weirdly, it feels like encouragement to them unless you're in a similar position. Like removing all the negative things they're feeling and trying to strive for something new and trying to be something better than what they are now. Not that they aren't good now or don't have worth now, but you know, we all have our flaws, and some are worse than others. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way, because some of us are just stubborn, and that's what it takes for us to change. Okay, so I'm gonna get some bonus channeled messages. Oh no! From your soulmate. I'm not taking this one because, I don't know, I just didn't feel right. So, soulmate for pile 3. If you have anything you want to say, oh my gosh. Maybe you should be taking it. They just keep dropping stuff. If you have anything you want to say, it's a sphere. Oh gosh, I can't even talk. Romantic soulmate for pile 3. This is your chance. Speak your mind. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, I'm feeling like I should take one more. Okay. Private eye watching you, but not like a stalker, I swear. So maybe they follow you on social media, or you know them in real life and they kind of keep an eye on you. Or like you've piqued their interest and they're like, maybe you'll love me too, right? I'll come to you. Which would make sense, they'll come to you when they're ready. Oh, their obsession is coming back through. I'm obsessed with you. Watch out. Oh, here she comes. Okay. So it's like they must still be in the devil's realm a little bit, but I mean, who doesn't want to be obsessed with a tiny bit? So yeah, maybe you're their new obsession. Maybe they're thinking about you now, and they're like, oh, maybe. But there's still, like, the kind of indecision, like, I don't know if they'll love me back. Because last time, that just didn't go so well. So, again, then them coming to you when they're ready. So nextly, got some song lyrics. So another opportunity is Soulmate number 3, Bachelorette number 1, Bachelorette number 2, or Bachelorette number 3. Queen Fiona! Oh no, oh, I did not mean to grab so many. Ah, shoot. Empty by Chase Atlantic. I feel empty. New house, new car. I feel empty. You win, gold star. I feel empty. No lungs, no heart. I feel empty. Tell me why the fuck I feel so empty. Well, that kind of just goes into everything I just said here. No, there's another one? Oh. Broken reflection. I was just talking about looking in the mirror. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm turning into someone else. Now I don't even recognize this version of myself. I can smell the poison hanging in the air. You've promised me enlightenment, but you've never even been there. Betrayal. Tears on the Runway by Issues. Tears on the runway. You think you're running away, and you're leaving all your troubles behind, but I'm not going with you this time. I don't want to try and pretend I'm somebody else. Take me as I am, or be left alone. Tears on the Runway. Ooh, Science Fiction by Jonathan Thulin. I'm out of my mind. Your love is like science fiction. I've gone from an earthling to an astronaut. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. And then The Blackout by Get Scared. It's so cold, so why aren't the embers falling from the stars? I can see your face, so why aren't you with me in my arms? I'm becoming numb, and I can barely hold up my own hand, but I can still feel you here while the world begins to fall apart. Yeah, so this sounds like someone who's going through it. A very, very broken individual. Or heartbroken, I should say. But they find some kind of solace in your presence, if you know this person. Because there's like a longing here. Like, I'm losing my mind, you're like science fiction. And then, I can't sleep without your touch. You're the only one I trust. And then, why aren't you with me in my arms? I can still feel you here while the world falls apart. So you're something solid, and they notice that in you. Even while the whole world is falling apart, they see you there, and you're something that makes sense. Again, something that stands solid and won't let them down, even though they're feeling all this emptiness and like feeling lost and hurt. You're still there, and maybe you don't realize how much it means to them, but it means a lot. You're the only thing keeping them sane. Okay, so then I have letters, numbers, zodiac signs. Maybe, if you're lucky, a little doodle that might give you more insight into who they are, or the doodles I take them as. They could be signs, like in real life. For example, if you get the raven, maybe if you start seeing ravens in your day-to-day life, or maybe just birds in general, and be like, I don't know, something from your soulmate, a sign from them, I don't know. Okay, come on. Why are we struggling? Okay. So first we have Scorpio. Pisces twice. So a lot of water signs, so very emotional individual. Makes sense. You've got W, R, shoot, H, and L. 2 W's, they're hoping to win you over. Oh, and a P. Just her player, okay. And so there's a lot of numbers here. Maybe they want your number. There are 2 2s. Well, let's go in order, Beth. There's 1 1, 2 2s, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. Which weirdly, all in order. I just feel like they want things to make sense. And they just don't right now. And maybe they never used to be like that, but they've reached a point where they're like, I just need some kind of order in my life because I can't take this anymore. And they gave you a flower. So they're thinking about you is what I'm getting. They won't play with your heart, just try to hold me. But then there's also run away, so I don't know. These are things I'm looking at the letters down here, and I get phrases in my head, and so I say them, they might be significant. Loner, lonely, lover. Yeah, so anyways, that was your soulmate reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully some of it resonated. If not, I hope at least it was interesting to listen to. And I will see you all next time. Bye.